Hey everyone, it's Susie. And anyway, here are my new little journals. I actually have 6 of these, and I am going to be listing them to Etsy. They are all pretty identical. It is such a process for me to get these journals looking the same. I was trying to do that so that I didn't have to flip through every journal I had, where I could just make some and then show you maybe 1 or 2 and just, you know that they're just so close that you can't hardly tell them apart. But it's really hard because I have to do it kind of like an assembly line. I usually just work on one journal. I get all the elements I need, you know, all my images and papers and whatnot. And then I just make a journal and then I work on the next journal. So that's why they're all different. So I thought I'm going to try this, but it is super, super hard for me. I'm just not an assembly kind of person. So I am going to start just making my, just making individual journals. So they'll just have to be different, I may occasionally try to get some that are all the same, especially little bag journals and things. But as far as my big journals, I am going to work on them like I normally do. I think it takes me longer to actually do it like the little assembly line to kind of get them pretty close than if I just do them individually. So I spend actually more time that way. I don't save time. But anyway, these are, I'm going to show you 2 of these because they're so close. I am just going to have 6 available. I'm only going to make 1 listing and there'll be 6 available. So, but anyway, you can kind of see there's going to be some variances, like maybe in the little flowers, like this is 2 different shades. Even though it came out of the same Sorry Silk bundle, there's going to be 2 different shades. I mean, there's just going to be some variances, like with the cheesecloth and things, but they're so close. I mean, they're just so doggone close. Like I said, I'm just going to show you 2 of them. I'm just calling these Maria, my little Maria junk journal. I didn't do all the clippings on the threads. I left them kind of long, and it is kind of a chunky little one signature. But let me make sure I'm in frame, and then we'll get started on this journal. I kind of made these also in the way of thinking for Valentine's Day. Now, they don't have to be for Valentine's Day, but I'm just kind of thinking Valentine's when I was making them. I used some Anna Griffin paper that I got at Tuesday morning. This is my first paper pad, believe it or not, of the Anna Griffin paper. I have never bought Anna Griffin paper, so this is my first for that. And I chose this pretty rose paper. These are some printables that I got off Pinterest. They're free printables that say handmade just for you. I thought they were super cute. I printed some of them off, and I did use some pretty little lace here. I've got some of this ruffled silky ribbon here, and I think I actually got this at Walmart, this little polka dot pink there. This is a Hobby Lobby ribbon there. Of course, another Pinterest image. That's where the images came from in the book. I did use some coffee stained cheesecloth, and that's pretty much. I used a embossed cardstock deck here. I have actually reinforced it on the inside with some, and you can't see it because I've actually put the vintage pattern tissue paper over the cover, but I actually did reinforce it with some of the sheer or the surgical tape, that linen tape, so that it would be nice and strong and hold the pages. Here I've just simply made a little pocket, used a couple of different fabrics here for that, added a little tag here. I actually got these at Michael's, these little tags here in the jewelry department. Here is a couple of little, these are all Pinterest here. I've just added some places for journaling. There's some tissue paper on that, in the backing of that. Let me make sure that these are so long, it's going to be hard to keep it in frame, I have a feeling. Here is just a piece of writing tablet paper that had some roses on it. I have coffee stained it. and I've used my rusty little pins there. This is some washi. It's really pretty washi that I actually got from Mardale's. Mardale's is where I live. I go to Springfield, Missouri, and it sits right beside Hobby Lobby, and actually Hobby Lobby owns Mardale's. And I actually picked up this washi tape. It is so pretty. I'll have to kind of glue that down. Some of that washi tape doesn't stay down very good. It says, God is good, rejoice in the Lord, and I think trust in Him is how it went on the roll. So wherever it was at on the roll is how it landed in the different places that I put my washi tape. So I will stick that little edge down real good before I send that out. Here is just a music sheet. I actually bought this at a flea market, or not flea market, but the little antique mall where I actually have a booth. I found a big old book of it. It actually has some of the history on the thing, so I actually have a piece of it in there also. Here is a little glassine envelope, and I'm going to just slip that off of there. I've actually tied that in a knot to get that bow, and it actually has just a little rose image that I have put in there, and I'll put that back together here in a minute. You put in that glassine envelope, the little tiny glassine envelope, and then here is just a little old registration card, and then I've sewed some of the tissue paper from the vintage pattern on there, and they will both just set right there. Here is some Happy Meal that I got from my friend Anne, and it is like a marriage license. I have copied these. They were perforated and all, but I've tried to crinkle them and just kind of make them look like they've been roughed up. That's kind of what I was going for when I did those. Lots of space for journaling on the back side of that. It's just a certificate of marriage. Here's some more of that washi tape. This is God is good, and I got part of the rejoice on there. Here's just some collaging I did on an encyclopedia, or a dictionary, I mean. Here is a little postcard. This is also a free printable that I got off Pinterest. And it just sits there in that rusty clip. This is not a vintage fabric, but it looks like a vintage fabric. I think I remember when fabrics used to look like that. But anyway, it's just a flip, and then it has some seam binding. And then here is some more of that washi tape. And also, my sister, while I'm thinking about it, is making some doilies. And I'm going to show you a couple that I'm going to put in the Etsy shop. She's making some doilies for me to wrap around the journals. And she's also going to be making some little flowers to put in your journals. I don't have any of those, but I have two doilies that I'm going to show you they're not, I don't know, you could wrap them around your journal, but they have flowers already attached to them. So, but I'll show it to you at the end of the thing. I'm going to be listing some doilies in the Esty shop, hopefully in February. The two that I have that I'm going to show you at the end of the video actually will be listed there when I list these journals. So here is just a Greyhound bus lines ticket. I've had these for quite some time, and I cannot remember the shop on Etsy that I bought them from. It's been too long ago. Here is a really pretty little Pinterest image right here. I don't know if you can see her. I know I'm getting out of frame. Yeah, there it is. It's really pretty. And I've just used some cheesecloth there on that. And this is some more Anna Griffin paper there. That was out of that same pack. Here is some of that gives you the history or what on the music. So I put it in there. And then here is just a little, this is just a little journaling thing there, little journaling spot there. This has got some of the vintage patterned tissue paper there, just a little booklet. And then here is just a little journaling, piece. And then I used some of that lace there, and I stitched some of that pattern paper behind it there to give it a nice stiffness about it. Here's a library card that just has some of that, what I call vintage look fabric. Here is some more washi tape. It says God is good. And then here I've just did a little collage. It could actually be a tuck spot. I did not glue that down, just in case that's what you wanted to use it for. And then here is that big postcard. I've just kind of made it little, and it just sits in that little lacy pocket there. And then here is another Pinterest image. There's the back. I've added some little paper there to it, and it sits there. And then here is some of that little tablet. This is really vintage. I picked that up at a little vintage market in Branson, when they had the Branson market days. And I just have it on that little dictionary page. And then here's just some more washi tape collage together. And then this is also a Pinterest image here. It says, I am fully occupied. This was so pretty. I actually thought about putting that on the cover, but the pink didn't match the pink on the cover. And then here are a couple of those because I said I would. I love that. But anyway, there's a couple of those little cards, and then, like I said, I did put the tissue paper from the vintage thing there. And then here's the back. So anyway, I'm going to run real quick and go get those two doilies and show them to you, and I'll be right. Oh, I was going to show you one more. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you one more book just to show you the variances. Here is that little tag. And then here are the two little journaling cards. And like I said, these are so close that, you know, I don't think you'd ever notice the difference. Here's the washi tape. I've got the little rose card there in the glassine envelope. And then my little, there's the marriage certificate. Here's some more collaging there. There's my postcard, the little flip. There's some more of that washi tape. And you know what? Nope, I put it on there. Okay. And then here is the bus ticket. And then here is that admit ticket there. There's your little pieces there. And then the library card and some more washi. There's that little collage. Here's the little postcard in the lace pocket. Here is that image. And then here is the piece of the dictionary page. And here is the back. And so like I said, I mean, you know, the washi tapes are going to be collaged a little different. I mean, but it's basically the same book. Here is the little thing. So, and then of course the back. So anyway, let me run and get those doilies, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back with these doilies. They are two different sizes. This one here, isn't that beautiful? I've got two sisters that crochet, and they just do such a beautiful job on their stuff. Anyway, this is the doily. I'll kind of try to hold it up close for you. This is a smaller one. Isn't that beautiful? But I am going to put these in the shop as a set. I'm not going to list them individually. But this here is about a 9. If I went from peak to peak, or a 10. It's about a 10 by 10 is what it is. 10 inch. Yeah, about 10 inch. 10 inch this away. 10 inch, you know, going up and down. This is a really pretty pink. Beautiful pink. And then this one here, it is smaller. And it measures, let's see, it measures about 9 going across from end to end. All of them about 9 by 9. The little indents here is about a 7 going from here to here. So about 9 inches across to the main peaks there. But anyway, this is the little doily. It's so beautiful. As a matter of fact, I have some of these she's made me. I have some of these in the house. But she was making these for some journals. And what I wanted was one to kind of wrap around my cover. And then some separate flowers. So, but because she put the flowers on the doily, I told her I would just sell them in the shop as a set. I wasn't going to use them on the journal. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to have these put in the Etsy shop also. Really beautiful. She's got them all pressed. But anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great day. And anyway, it's beautiful here in the Ozarks today. It's absolutely beautiful. The sun is shining. And I think we're supposed to be in the 50s today, so you can't ask for anything better. Have a great day, guys. Have a great weekend, and thanks so much for watching.